Hello everyone, my name is Amit. So today we are going to see some string operations and we'll see how to deal with strings in Python. Okay, so I will quickly go to the pie chart. Okay, so I'll just go to start menu and then start pie chart to start with my Python code. Let's wait for some time to get it loaded. Yeah, so now it's getting started. Let all the components be loaded properly. Don't go in a hurry. Let it do its job so that we can ignore getting the system hanged. Yeah, so this is my uh, last program which I have written. You can see my previous video to see about all these things. Okay, now I quickly will go to this project folder. Yeah, I'll right click here and go to a new and create a Python file here. I'll just give it like string.py. Yeah, so the file has been created here. So let me just click here so that you can collapse all the stuffs. Yeah, so let's take the variable here. Say for example, subject equal to Python is beautiful. Okay, so so if I want to print this, so it will be like print of subject and if I yeah, so if you print, this has been printed. Now say for example there is code like this, Python's code is beautiful. Now if you see, this has been turned into gray and it shows like this will not work here. If you will try to run, yeah, it gives invalid syntax. Okay, so to deal with this kind of thing, so what you can do is just use double quotes instead of single quote if there is a single quote involved. So yeah, so this will solve your problem. Let me run the code again. Yeah, if you see, now it's worked fine. Okay, now you take another example. There is some thing like this you want to print. Okay, so let's see if it works or not. So let me run this. If you see, again invalid syntax came. Okay, so if there is a double quote involved in the string which you want to print on the console, so better do like this. Put it into single quotes. Okay, now I will run it again. Now you can see Python code is beautiful. Fine. Okay, so now if there is something you need to print into the multiline, so what you can do is use like this. Okay, so if you want to print it like this in multiline, so you need to write, you can use 3 single quotes in starting and at the end. Then if I run this program, let's see, you see this is the output. Okay, fine. Let's try some more thing. Okay, Now say for example there is another variable subject equal to, so first variable equal to RAM, last name equal to, say for example Sharma, Ram Sharma, and say for example you are creating a final message equal to something like this. So you want to print your message like this. Say for example Ram Sharma is going to vacation. Okay, so to do this, what you have to do is you need to use first name. Okay, then what you need to do is basically use this symbol. Okay, then what you have to do is use this thing and put like last name. Then what you have to do is again so if you see here, so first name is nothing but Ram, the value is Ram. Then we are doing like concatenation operation. Then we are going to concatenate with the square bracket and then last name Sharma and then the rest of the string, and it will print like this. So let's try with this. Okay, so there is some syntax error. Let's look at that. What is the problem? Okay, so the problem is this. It is not the code. It is just for the demo purpose. So let's print this. Let me run this code now. So Ram Sharma is going to vacation. So this is absolutely fine, but the problem with this is it gets a little bit confusing when we go for a bigger string and etc. So we can use another way to do the same thing, which is like a formatted string. So for that, what you need to use this F keyword and then start something like this. So what you have to do is in variable you have to put into curly braces. So we'll write like this, and then I'll write my rest of the thing. Okay. Okay, so this is pretty good. So let's use this square bracket here and then run this. If you look at, now we are able to get the similar string here. Okay, but let's try to run print this message one. So let me do this. Okay, let's check out the code result. Yeah, so if you see there is a difference of these single quotes. So what is the problem here? The problem is basically this square bracket should come outside instead of inside. So we'll change this code now. This is just for your demo purpose so that you don't do this kind of mistake. Now let's look at this. If you see now, both the strings are same. Okay, so whenever we have to use multiple characters like square bracket, single quote, double quote, we need to use this formatted string so that we don't have to struggle with the printing this string. Okay, so this is all about a string. Let's check out some more stuffs which we can play around with the string. So for example, we have variable called message equal to, we are going to win the match or deal. Let's make it that. Okay, now if I want to print this one message of, say for example, 0. So let's check out what is going to happen here. So if you see here, it has given the first character here, which is nothing but W. Okay, so how it behaves? It behaves like this. If you see the indexing work like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So if you see here, at 0th position, W is there. So it has printed the 0th thing. If you print 1, let's little bit play around it. So let me run this code. So if you see, it's printing the character at the first position. Okay, so there is something beautiful with the Python, which is not in other programming languages. It has something -1. What does that mean? So let's check out that. Yeah, so what it has written, if you see here, it has written L. L is last character. So here it's like if you give the last thing, -1 represent the starting from the end. So starting from the end, L is the character, so it will return. So if, say for example, if I want to print -2 here, so it will give second last character to me, that which is A. You see, this is the A here. Okay, so this is how it works. Let's check out some more thing here. So if you want to print something from here like this, 0 to 4, so what it will do, it will print starting from 0th character to the 4th character, but it will exclude 4th character. So that means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you see, let's run this code to see it more. So if you see here, 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 character it has taken. I mean, up to 3rd position. 4th position it will not take because it excludes that, right? Okay. Now, if we try to do like this, 0 to, if we don't give anything, so it has something like this. So, but it will take, it will by default take the last value, I mean last to last actually. So 0th to the last it will return. So it will give you the, as a result, the whole string. Okay, just try if we don't give the first position, and if I gave like this 7, so but by default what it is going to take, it is going to take as a 0, like as if I want to print from 0 to 7. So that's what it has does here. Okay, So this is all about, let's consider this thing. Just think about it and see what's going to print. So if we don't give anything, so the first thing it is taking 0, and the last one it is taking like end thing. So that means the whole string it's going to print. So this is how it will work. So now if you think, if I give like this 1 and then say for example -1, think about it, what it is going to return. Okay, so let's check out. If I run this string, you see it is going to start from the first thing, like that means E, and it is going to take till the last position. So last position is what? -1 is like L, but it excludes the last thing. So it is printing from E to till here. Okay, that's what you can see here. Okay, this is all about how we can deal with the different type of string. Let's check out some more stuff. There is something called length function. So let's check out how it works. So length of static message. So let's see what it is going to return. If you see, it has given me the 28 number. That means it is going to give me the length of the string. So how many characters does that string have? It's going to give me that value. Okay, so this is all about so this length function is nothing but it's like a common function. It can be applicable on array, or you can say vector, or it can be used for a string. So this is a common function. Okay, so there is different kind of function in Python, which is in object-oriented terms we can say method. So let's check out some of them. What will we have like this? Message dot. If you press dot, it will show different function here. So I'm going to use, like for example, upper function here. So if I take this, let's check out what it is going to return. So if you see here, it's giving me everything in uppercase. Okay, all the message. Similar way we can check with the lower. Let's run this. Yeah, so everything is getting it's returning into the smaller case. Okay, so here message is nothing but the object of the string. Okay, so we can access with the dot operator the method which is applicable on message object. So that's how we deal with the string manipulative functions. Okay, so we'll see more about the string and other things in the upcoming videos. That's it in this video, and if you like this tutorial and video, please share and subscribe this channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.